Happy Tuesday. Hello everyone, Erik Brown here, real estate agent, Beverly Hills, wanting to share with you the latest and greatest homes that we are touring today. We've got a fantastic Mediterranean estate at slightly under 17 million. Here's the exterior. A gorgeous home, gated, extremely private, in an area where there are a fair amount of celebrities. And I guess that the owners of this place, as I was told by the agent, used to love to throw massive parties, and they're looking for a neighbor that is just a little bit more quiet. So as we're walking around this house that is behind me, it's going to be fairly gorgeous, as you'll see, but I have this idea of, or question for you of, do you typically ask for forgiveness or do you ask for permission? And so it's a nice line of thought as we walk through this house, because there's an area of the home where they did some building where they did not get building permits, and so they were not asking for any permission from the city. They just built based on the way that they wanted to, and at some point that could catch up with them a little bit depending on what the buyer cares about this area. So we'll get to that a little bit down the road through this tour, but let's go ahead and walk through this gorgeous little property. Scott, thanks for jumping in and seeing. And let me know your thoughts on if you ask for forgiveness or if you ask for permission typically, and does it depend on what the question or the issue is. So let's go ahead and walk around this fantastic home in Beverly Hills. So you can see as a start, we've got really, really great parking off street, and especially in the hills, and as we see these views, this is a pretty major commodity, not only with the garage itself, but also here off street with the home. And so a lot of times with homes of this ilk, you'll see that they have a valet service if they're doing any entertaining, and the valet will park vehicles on and off street. This is a 6-bed, 9-bath home that's 7,700 square feet. Again, just a touch under 17 million on about a third of an acre. But since it's in the hills, a lot of that acreage is on the hillside. Hey there. There's other agents that will also be walking around this house as we walk around. Hey Grant, thanks for jumping in. So let's go ahead and walk through. Now you'll see that the entrance is pretty awesome. And there's a lot of talk with homes around this price range where they talk a little bit about California living, and it's basically indoor, outdoor, which you'll see as we walk through. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now the home's been on the market for a while, a little over 7 months. And so it's gone through a pretty big positioning in the marketplace. It's got these cool serpentine stairs. And then turning both left and right, you can see the extra work that has been done on the ceilings and the trellis work, big windows. And right away we get to walk outdoors to this really cool entertainment space. And this is where we ask for forgiveness or permission. So in that area straight in front of us is not permitted. So there's an area where there's a couple of bathrooms, that little grill that was built, that little al fresco dining pool cabana area, no permits. So a new buyer would take on this home, and that can be an issue whenever you're looking at resale. And so that avoiding the permits, oftentimes you're able to avoid delays. And in this case, the sellers just built it. So, hey Grant, thanks for jumping in. Would love to know your thoughts, not only of how cool is this backyard, but also on, do you get permits or not get permits if you're doing any building out yourself? So, cool little putting green. We've got a little sitting area here right as you walk outside. And you get to see how cool, imagine the lighting of this at night. From the pool, the fountain, again, you can see the whole backyard is really, really private. You can see the window work with that serpentine stairs, and it's as if no stone has been left unturned in all of the higher level of finishes. And we'll walk straight from here into the kitchen, but get a pretty good idea of the entertainment area and how cool this would be on a weekend to be able to bring some folks over. You can see the sound system is playing. And these big wide open spaces. The home itself was built in 2014. Cool wet bar area. Little fireplace. And to give you some idea of dimension, you've got a lot of open space here. And again, the finish work along the ceilings and the beams is really high-ended. A lot of natural light, so you can see with the window space, A little eat-in nook here. For a home that was built, hey Sarah, hey Andy, for a home that was built of this era, it's rare to see this level of finish, especially with a modern. But this is a contemporary, so you get a lot higher level of finish compared to many just standardized modern homes. Really cool kitchen. Let's spin around and take a look. Now it's been hand-carved wood. That's this etching that you see in the flooring. So that is actually heavily lacquered wood that has been scraped. Which is really cool. Lots of cabinetry. You've got not only dual sinks, but 3 sinks and Miele Sub-Zero Wolf appliances, commercial grade, multiple dishwashers. So you can see this is kind of an entertainer's haven. Really cool space. Butler's Pantry. The whole home is on a smart system, so that means you can plug in your lights, plug in your garage, plug in your AC or your heat, so you could be out at a restaurant and still be able to come into the home and have the music turned on and have the fireplaces potentially turned on, the garage door open, the gate ready for you. Butler's Pantry. Now downstairs, and I oftentimes in the hills will lose reception, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to see this cool space. Hey Paul, thanks for joining. But there is a full theater in this home, and I'll be able to, if you want to see it, you can always email me and I can give you some details of the property or the online video that they have. But down there, there's a full home theater, and then this would be the back entrance up to the upper level. And we'll take the main way, because the main way, the serpentine stairs, super cool. So we'll go take a look at those. Hey Crystal. Look at the positioning of this dining room. How awesome is that? So we had a now formal dining, we have a little breakfast, eat-in nook area, and then you had an eat-in kitchen and wet bar. And right there is a signature little wine cellar right on your main level, and it is temperature controlled. And the only reason that this room is a little bit darker is because it's shut off. You can see that the rest of the house is really well lit. Here is where we came from. Here's the main level. Let's go take a walk upstairs. Now there'll be some other agents that are talking about the rest of the place as well, but check out again these cool stairs. And that chandelier is awesome. Again, you get an idea of just outside, and as we walk up the stairs, you can kind of see what our views are going to look like. Love me some Californian views. So here's our big hallway. Again, it looks like we've got a skylight with some natural light. Look at that ceiling work. You just don't see this very often. But again, I suppose at $17 million, that can be expected. So all of the bedrooms are en suite, which basically means we're going to have a really nice bathroom attached. Sorry, don't mean to skim. This is just a guest bedroom, a little walk-in closet. Again, they carried that hand-scraped, carved flooring all the way up, which adds just a little extra touch of elegance. You got a whirlpool tub, a little smaller 3/4 shower. Hello, everybody. Get an idea of what the staircase looks like from the top. And again, from this top staircase out to the pool. Great views. Hey, Sarah. I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Hey, Jerry. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, this is pretty phenomenal to see. So let's turn and look at the next bedroom, again, all in the upper level. And these are just the guest bedrooms, so it almost feels like a little hotel suite. I mean, nice ornamental door work, taller doors. We're probably on the upper level, we're looking at 10-foot ceilings, and again, a pretty well-decorated bath. A little windowed space out to the main level, and those are the neighbors. So you can see as we get kind of above that hedge work, you can see what the street looks like, what some of the neighbors look like, blue skies all around you. So the kind of coolest spot, hey Daryl, is going to be the Mazda, which we're walking to, and we'll save that for the last. Let's go check out this last little area. This is going to be our third guest bedroom, and you can see they did some really cool tile work in these bathrooms. Even downstairs next to the fireplace there was, which we missed, a Chicago-style pizza oven. So this is going to be our master bedroom. You can see some French doors as we walk in. This whole home itself is over $2,000 a square foot, which is, depending on the area, is pretty decent for Beverly Hills, especially in the hills, and especially with a home of this level of design. So you get to walk out from, here's your bed, so you wake up, you've got this sound and temperature controlled area, and then you will wake up to this view right outside your bed. So big stretch, and you can use the sink kind of as a wet bar area if you want. You've got a little desk to do some work. Again, a sitting area, and then you walk out. You can hear the fountain in the background, but these are your views from the balcony from the master. Isn't that just spectacular? Now again, I think I've mentioned this on other videos before, but your price point in home is affected by what your viewers will see. So this home could actually be more expensive if you didn't see the roofs of other homes, or if you didn't have this tree blockage. So it's pretty cool to begin with, but I've seen some homes a couple of months ago. I was in, hey Gina, I was in Elvis Presley's Beverly Hills estate, and it had 270-degree plus views with no blockage whatsoever in any direction. It was a home that needed renovating, nowhere near this level of condition, and was priced at $30 million. So it gives you a good idea of how important views can be. So let's get a quick last look at the rest of the master. So the bathroom we shall save, and remember we talked about that little staircase, so this is what brings us down and out. And we've got a full, as we bring back to the kitchen, you've got a full cedar closet here as well, which is just one of, I'm assuming, the walk-in closet spaces, and then another balcony off the back. Now to the master bath, and again, smart home, temperature controlled. Walks out from the master. Oh, how zen. Hello, Buddha. It's actually not Buddha. But you've got his and hers. Full bath area, almost spa-like. Big walk-in shower, and then extra closet space off the back. And it looks like you have a steam shower and a rain head. And big. Let's have a party in the shower. Look at all the space. A little sauna. And then one of the extra closets. And then a second closet. So you've got that full cedar closet and a his and hers. And then you have what looks to be another commode. So you have two. Again, great natural light. You've got this whole area blocked off, so it could be even stronger. You can see your views from the bathroom. And then back to the master. So let's bring it back to the question du jour, which was, do you ask for forgiveness or for permission? So in this example, we've got that area that was unpermitted. Now at a home, at basically $17 million. Would you get that handled before you would list the property, or would you just roll the dice and make it an obstacle or a potential challenge to the buyer, or let them deal with it? Considering that they can buy the home and no one's going to make them do the work, but to sell it, it could be an issue. I would love to hear your thoughts. And as always, it's fun to take a tour with you and to look at some of these gorgeous homes in Beverly Hills. If you ever have any questions about buying or selling, or would like to talk a little shop or real estate, send me a comment below, share this video to anyone that you think would have some fun with it, and connect with me anytime. As always, thanks for tuning in, and have a great rest of your Tuesday. Talk to you soon.